nonton sih di YouTube. But it's okay, but it's okay. Sudahkah event-event ini, Cok? Coba cek kali ya. No, cannot. Let's go lah. Loh, divisi 3, Cok. The fuck? Since when, bro? Tet, 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 teret. Anjir. Buat akun baru kali ya. Sih nggak ada yang main apa, Cok? Rp6.000 doang yang main, udah lagi. Apa nih? 2.000 koin special present. Sesepi itu Cok game itu. Oh iya. Money grab ya, emang ya. Cash grab ya game. Cash grab game. Steam box pushing fast. Mostly positif. Ada 16.000 poin shop nih. Apakah yang bisa beli? Oh, ini Hades. Udah Hades kok, aja Hades keren banget. Sopas. Metafor. Harry Potter, Quidditch game. OG Big Picture, Saturn, Kingdom Come Difference. Zona 5, Dead Cell, Starfield, Dead Island. Tuh, bilang gak ada yang main ini bro. Black Ops. Oh itu. Winter Cell 2024. Wih 2000 loh ini. Kayaknya betul border. F Avatar. Ini profile background. Painted flame. Toilet lucu aja nggak fuck. Items from game you play. See all. Dota, CS, Batman, Borderland, Batman, Ignite, Witcher, Witcher, game profile. Ini 10.000 Ji. Special profile. Oh, semua udah semua. Ya, start frame sama Gerald. So, ini sih bukan lihat nih lah. Lama banget cok. Ini 10.000 game profile. Dapatnya Gerald. Ini Witcher sign. 10.000. Kocak aku ngelagnya tapi keren sih itu. Ada Red Dead, Red Dead Redemption, Hammer, MHW, Rafts, Cyberpunk, Vincent, Valerie, Judy, Judy, Gibraltar's Apex Legend, Star Wars. Ini animated ya. Tidak, sayang sekali. 100 poin sih. Oh, ini animated. Oh, kalau animated tuh kelihatan, Cok. Wah, ini nggak ada yang main, Cok. The fuck, anjir. 10 menit. Ini game udah dead game, anjay. Tina dulu. Main bahkan. Way out. Dia. Red Dead dong, Red Dead. Red Dead Redemption tak ada. Ini keren. Dave the Diver. Human Party Club. Oh, Red Dead ada, Cok. Keyboard. Keyboard. Ini keren sih itu tadi si Witcher. Witcher. Ini keren banget, Cok. Ada hujan. Nah, gila aja, Cok, lama banget. What the fuck? Ini 10.000, Ying. Rekam. Sayang banget ada Red Redemption, Cok. Ini udah bagus sih. Paling ini mau aku gantung. Mau beli yang toilet tadi. Mana toilet? Spring Sale. Ada apa aja nih Spring Sale? Ah, ini game profile juga. 10.000 ya rata-rata. Oh, ini 5.000. Wild Beginnings. Ini lucu. Ini profile background. Bukan. Bisa sih kita nyarinya game profile dong. Game profile. Oh, game profile. Ah, ini cewek. Oh, ada Cyberpunk. Aduh, be aja deh. CS keren sih. Ini lucu, Ji. Summer in City. Day. Oh, ini sama. Popular Games. Oh, artis. Jangan deh, jangan artis deh. KCD2. Oh, oke. Oke. Ini jadi review game profile, tuh. Nggak main aja. Taruh. Hades. Oh, Hades juga ada. Kurang. Bisa lebih better sih. Ini lucu, Cok. Kok ininya lucu anjir. 5.000 nih. Ghost in the Machine-nya lucu aja. Elder Scrolls. Ya, biar. 10.000 loh. Apaan, Cok? 10.000. Banget gue. Autumn. Oh, ini anjing, yang ini kucing. Oh, ada bisa lebih better. Valhalla. Ah, jelek. Sunset and Surf. Graveyard. Summer. Only night. Manfaat. Jadi, saya lucu. Greenhouse. Ini juga bagus. Yang hantu-hantu ini bagus tuh. Rainy City. Oh, ada MH Rise. Oh, pasti Paliko. Oke, ininya B aja. Ah, ada nomor juga ada. Vivi Rising. Frostpunk. Get the fuck out. Dying Light. Ya. For Nightmares. Ya. Red Dead tuh, bro. Gak ada kah Red Dead, bro? Red Dead. Nggak ada, cok. Sayang sekali, jir. Red Dead Redemption nggak ada. Lucu sih tapi itu. Oh, yang hantu itu juga lucu, cok. Mana yang hantu gitu? Oh ini. Lucu banget, anjay. Belas menit baru dapat musuh, gila. Dead game sudah. Komiyasu. Misaka. Witcher juga keren sih. Background keren, cok. Witcher. Tidak.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Great chance!
Oh, no way.
Tomiyasu with the clearance. And it's Gerrard. Gerrard! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Oleh harganya 3.000. Itu sih dari tapi hitam soal itu.
And he lines up a cross. Koulibaly is there and he can get that clear. Shot a goal! Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard. Focal point for any team he plays in. Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is 30 yards forward. Messi, Griezmann, and reclaimed it in a trice. It's a pretty loose pass. Griezmann. Bout of passing here. David Villa! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Showing good feet. It's Griezmann! It's in!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That is ended up in no man's land. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Sané. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And he cuts out the supply. David Villa. Gerrard proving dependable as ever. And he's had a hit! Oh, that was no routine. He's given it away. He's had a hit! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That has been knocked clear. And it's Messi. Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's following up. No mistake. And they're at it again in double quick time. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Gerrard. Nicely aimed pass. Gerrard. And he'll shoot here. Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Ada pause kita lihat lagi. Bagus. Considerate buat beli ini sih. Toilet. Equip now. So, equip now.
Substitution.
England choosing to make the first change.
Nanti siapa itu? Son Heung-min masuk.
Almost half an hour in now. Couldn't squeeze it through. Mbappe. Wan-Bissaka. And it's Pogba. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Apa itu cowok game tak jelas ya sih.
Beckenbauer. Oh, that pass isn't the best. David Villa. Foot in. David Villa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Works it forward. Vlahovic. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. It's gone in, and it is an own
Jelas,
goal.
cowok. Aduh, pause lagi lah bro.
Myself,
Anjing
and
capek
that's
aing
the last
ngomong
thing
bro.
he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Dia forfeit. Dia kok ini deh. Lucu banget, Cok. Special profile. Maksudnya ini apa? Choose a special profile item with special theme background in profile. Oh, ini kalau aku pakai semuanya ke ini. Anjay, keren banget. Lihat-lihat, Cok. Nah, ini kita jadi nge-review ini weh terus. Jadi nge-review akun ini, Cok, Steam. Lucu jir. Berapa poin Steam aku? Loh, 6.000. Oke. No. Usia minimum. Aduh, ini si lama kah, bro? Oh, ini udah keluar, Cok, gamenya. Baru keluar udah banyak cheater, Cok, ternyata ini. Oh, kemarin mau beli game ini. Hit track launches the game not changing until it's fixed. I've slammed with 7 people while chasing them, getting hit attacks with no damage, and it ruins experience the whole game. The rushing meta is ridiculous with unbalanced respawn. You play this for 24 hours to unlock one new ability for a character which doesn't feel rewarding. There is no proper progression in the first place, on top of having paid cosmetics in a game that you already have to pay for in the first game. Ada cheater, cok, di gamenya, cok. The fuck? Lu mana mau beli lah padahal. Kita ada juga sih. Rainbow Six Siege Cartoon Edition. Oke, oke, ya. Home, ya, Protect. Sebenarnya lucu sih gamenya. Tapi cenah ada cheater. Love the game, had the Chinese player and cheaters like switching makes game unplayable, which is new. This game has a lot of opportunity, please don't become another PHH. The game is already too sweaty and unbalanced. Wait till it's worth playing, to be honest, it's fun, but not worth suffering as solo. Game is incredibly toxic and a fellow below should only further cement this for anyone reading. Seriously avoid like this plague, just go do something better your time after and siege to other. Yes, there's a toxic experience in this game from people that actually live in country. How does a casual PvP with a uh, microtransaction of community have a more more toxic player base than CS? The thing I've experienced in this game does not even compare to the factions I encountered in the glory days of CS. Getting old to kill myself not playing well, it isn't fun. I don't want the game because your gesture is crazy. Is it crazy though? This was once really nice, long, detailed, positive review. Now it's negative review because when tuning just how toxic the game was in the main Discord only got me bombarded with response from real racist people posting racist gifts and acting exactly how the community in game does. So ini game mati so ini di football sih. Oh, fuck harus nunggu another 17 minutes to play. Also got me time out because saying recess day needs to cover and playing. Yeah, throw this game. Sure. Enjoy my 10 bucks now is what I'm playing the game. Product very fun. So mainly yang bilang jelek itu adalah cheater, terus community-nya toxic. That's all. Grand Theft Auto. Enhance, sekarang ada enhance. Definitive Edition. Fuck no bro. Bye aku main rematch anjay. Itu masih lama sih. Bisa request akses. Research. Aduh ini game kayaknya bakal sweaty banget deh dimainin. Ini bakal ada e-sportnya pasti. Total Fury, Siege, Transformer, 25. Ya cok. Aduh ini game apa anjay. Nggak nemu-nemu. Wasting my time playing this serious game and turn on my light because it's so hot. Nanti kita set timer bro. Kita lihat ya seberapa lama dia bakal temu musuh dalam berapa menit. Apa gara-gara itunya aku mati nih? Wow. Oke kita set dulu. Kayaknya gara-gara crossplay yang kematikan deh. Nyala kok. Mari kita lihat. How long does it take buat nyari musuh? $16,000 people are playing right now. See, ada ya kelihatan lah ya. Steam DB-nya 6.000 dan udah hampir semenit buat matchmaking. Kita bucok. Semenitan baru dapat musuh. So, buset. Zenit Gaeto. Who the hell is this? Finally. Opponent. Worthy opponent. Fiska Barca. Fiska Catalunya. Fiska Barca, Fiska Barca, Fiska Barca. Fiska Barca. Fiska Barca. Wih, lama. Wih, player ulti bro. Finish kita 90 ya. Let's go. Terus aku nonton nih. Ya. Lama, ya di Haji. Ada Faza coy. Bang. Lengkap banget ya. Syukur lagi. Berapa dulu?
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Traumeri. Played out towards the right wing. Gnabry. That's an excellent interception.
No way, bro.
Davids.
Peter, I think there's a good chance that opposition strikers today will have their work cut out with Vitor Baia, simply because he's been a high achiever all through his career, and that winning mentality remains very, very strong.
Yeah, they judge keepers by absence of mistakes, and he makes very few.
I'd be happy playing with
Pratama
him.
Arhan cok, orang Indo fix aja. Siapa yang pakai Pratama Arhan bro? Lain orang Indo lagi.
Another throw-in. David Villa.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Davids.
Nah kan? Ya aku nggak suka main sama orang konsol tuh.
Oh,
Nge-lag
through
anjay.
shot. Vlahovic. Oh, well played, well played. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo.
Rantau hijau ya ininya. Aduh. Sedikit bro. I have no time lah bro buat nunggu kau nih. Bisa. Masa lamanya cuma buat nunggu doang anjir. Nggak bikin perubahan apa-apa so.
That's a good ball played into space. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And reclaimed it in a trice. Beckenbauer. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Now Costa Curta. And it's Gnabry. Adams. And here's Gnabry.
Gila, nge-lag banget tuh.
Arhan. Bayern Munich looking to pass their way through.
No.
Gerrard. David Villa. Vlahovic. David Villa. Chouameni. To Rabiot. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Davids, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, gila, what is that?
And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Gnabry. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gerrard. Griezmann. Vlahovic. David Villa. Showing great feet there. Foot in. Now who's going to be first to this? The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Rabiot.
Can I play like
Griezmann,
this?
a player who needs no introduction. Over to the other side. And it's played forward.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Anjing, ini apa, cowok? Game dongo anjir. I'm not having fun playing this game anymore, bro.
Rabiot. Oh, perfectly measured that. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And here's Griezmann. It's Griezmann!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Gila banget Cok Melek.
Bastoni. And it's Griezmann
Dia kenapa diam tuh?
to Gerrard. Griezmann! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Griezmann is offering a right smile there.
Davids. Rabiot. And the first 45 minutes are up. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is
Game,
lots
bro.
to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Pausnya lama, mainnya ngelek, aduh. Apa mau ini orang Cok? Skornya 0-0. Hayya, hayya, hayya.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. So neither side has yet broken through. Griezmann. He's in plenty of space here.
Kirain lah crossplay Cok.
Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Arhan.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And here's Griezmann. Gnabry is looking to influence the game from out wide. And it's Griezmann. Costa Curta. And here's Vlahovic. Messi. And he was alert to it. Rabiot.
Lancar nih bro.
Rabiot going full steam ahead down the left flank. He's picked his way through. Good spot, he's seen the run. There's the shot!
Dia tarik Melek juga.
Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Just eases him off the ball. David Villa. Now it's Griezmann. Vlahovic. And the shot!
Let's go!
Hits the net. Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
The attendance for this match was 29,800.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shapes to shoot! And
What?
he comes up trumps again.
Yeah, while he won't be happy with some of the defending in front of him, he can hold his head high. That was a fantastic stop.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 6. Gerard. Number
Keeper's dealt with
15,
that.
Franz Beckenbauer. Coming on the field. Number
Has crossed into the
99,
middle.
Erling Haaland.
Bayern Munich
Number
showing
11,
a little more urgency
Conte.
now, and to be honest,
Number
Peter, this is
13,
what's required.
Tchouaméni.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
This might spell Vlahovic! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Punched away. Bayern Munich are looking to go forward now. Van Nistelrooy. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Conte, Vlahovic. Ah, he's given it away. And he's in on goal.
Oi.
Griezmann has got himself a free kick.
Jelas atuh, bro.
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Griezmann!
Cuy.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Griezmann. Vlahovic. Great chance! Oh, and one more try! Griezmann. And again! It's loose now, and they want it this time, surely!
Yo, offside.
That is decidedly lacking.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Goblok banget Haaland. Masih ada substitute nggak ya? Masih ada satu. Aku mau mainin Wesley Sneijder aja. Wesley Sneijder.
Substitution on the field. Griezmann.
So, time for
Number
changes on
19,
both sides, actually.
Messi. Coming on the field. Number 17, De Bruyne. Number 10, Schneider. Substitution.
Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And it's De Bruyne. And that could set him on his way. De Bruyne was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's
Lag lagi dong. Jauhnya Rudiger.
Saka.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, easy pickings there. Perez. Quick look, then terrific header.
There will be
Has a
3
look
minutes
and plays it
added time.
forward. Stood up well to him there. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Tchouaméni cuts it out. And it's Conte. He's got to be in here. Davids. And that is it.
Bisa gitu ya. Pas mau nendang tiba-tiba nge-lag ya.
Well, that
Gila.
was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two
Ini
sides
highlight.
separated by the game's only goal. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Please
Yeah,
turn
it
your
was a
attention to
fairly
the
stern
screen for
test with
information
very little
provided
between
by the
two
local
teams that
police.
scrapped for everything.
Lihat, Cok. The fuck is
Many thanks to
this?
Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Ayo. Nice. Next. Mari kita tes. Nah. Kebuka apa ya kalau mulutnya? Seberapa lamakah yang diperlukan untuk match menit? Oke, udah lewat semenit tadi, semenit doang. Match sebelumnya hanya perlu semenit. Semenit ternyata. Bukan ke sisi bang. Aduh, dia main cross ini kayak. Ya benar sekali udah ada Pires. Bam! Oh my god. Oh, kita main 5 at the back ya. Bending kasih beliau, kasih ke beliau. Main CM dan SS di NAM taruh. Oke, sisi pending. Ini ada tukang umpan. Kasih main marking Satraore ke Pian Koler. Kita lihat apakah kita mampu untuk mematahkan player-player seperti ini, bro.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the matchday noise at shot a goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Oke, first try, nice. Nice banget dari Griezmann. Oke, di body langsung goyang ya.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
Ya itu nggak pelanggaran tuh.
Well, we
Sip.
just know, of course, what an excellent goalkeeper Dida is. Indeed, some consider him to
Terus
be
itu
right up
pelanggaran.
there amongst the elite.
Yeah,
Damn,
totally.
oke
And
wasit.
someone who always has
Harusnya
great
kan dia berpihak
presence.
ke
For me,
ini ya,
just
ke
always
putih ya.
seems relaxed and in tune with everything that's going on. A true great.
And that's caused a worry or two.
Oh, that look of disbelief.
Harusnya kan berpihak ke
Height could
putih
make
dong,
all
jangan
the
ke merah,
difference
bro.
on these set pieces.
Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence.
Nah, gitu sih.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Costa Curta. That's a little off target. And it's De Bruyne. Plays a delicate ball. And it's
Iya.
a corner.
Malah corner. Cuk.
Al Hilal have their second corner now. Keeper has taken decisive action. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
De Bruyne, spread it left. Tries to get it clear. Gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
De Bruyne.
Oke, telah agak rough
De Bruyne
banget.
unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's De Bruyne. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that is a little undercooked.
That's good play from him.
Great hit! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
Gerard, kamu bisa pulang tidak, Gerard?
No goals as
Kan kamu
yet.
harusnya di belakang, Gerard. Tidak di depan.
Perez. Oh, super find.
Oh
Rudiger
lemo,
with
oh
the
lemo,
clearance.
oh lemo.
And smartly reclaimed. Vlahovic. David Villa. Griezmann. David Villa. And here's Vlahovic. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Shit.
Al Hilal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
David Villa has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Gerard. Nice ball and he's in here. Chance!
Aduh.
Just fizzes past the post.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Pokoknya Isak Traore
Costa Curta.
difokuskan untuk
Passing nice and
menjaga
neat.
beliau.
Kola touches it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Beckham! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, at least the crowd are
That was
appreciative
close, that was
of his
close.
efforts.
Mundur nggak sih kalian-kalian, cowok?
Beckham. Cafu. Just eases him off the ball. David Villa. And the pass is intercepted. De Bruyne. Griezmann.
This is the time you need that pace.
Adams. It's a good spell of possession, this. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, super ball. Oh, that's fabulous.
Aduh,
Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Wah, kocak cuy ini.
Perez. Adams. And it's Çalhanoğlu. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. All
Salah,
part
Cok.
of a forward's
Kenapa
duties.
dia yang di belakang deh?
Çalhanoğlu. And he was quick to react. David
There will
Villa.
be 1 minute added time.
Well, played right into his path.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any
Nembak
risks.
kayak
And we hit half-time.
Harus kali ubah
Truth
dulu,
be told,
Cok.
perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is
Udah DM loh
lots to
itu.
be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless.
Oh iya, jangan SSD
Interesting
dia.
half,
CF aja deh.
just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0.
Ki sudah naik nih, seharusnya bisa menang.
Here we go again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Oh, it's die-hard defense
banget ya
and
itu
the willingness to put his
midfieldnya,
body
Cok.
on the line. Very impressive.
No, that's been intercepted. David Villa was only too happy to help out
hampir
in
tuh itu.
defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get
Oh,
critical
iya,
of
Cok, yang
a
belakang
forward's
anjay.
tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And that's gone loose. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. That is an excellent defensive intervention from the front man. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real...
And the shot! Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Çalhanoğlu played out towards the right wing. And it's Beckham. Costa Curta. Oh, not quite. Gerrard. Griezmann.
The
Almost
attendance
an
for
hour
this
gone.
match was 28,599.
De Bruyne. Perez. Oh, that's nice. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Cafu. Çalhanoğlu.
Latihan defense ini mah, bro.
Costa Curta. And he was alert to it.
Wih,
And through to the goalkeeper.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
David Villa. Griezmann. Very much a man of this moment.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Cafu.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
sumpah lah, Villanya turun banget.
And it's Perez. And there's green grass ahead of him. Gerrard gets it away. Played back in. And that interception was most... Oh, smashing header! And yes,
Tetap tidak
it's
bisa.
there!
Tetap menganjing ya, Bang.
Finally the breakthrough.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders.
Emang pantai,
And
emang
tails
pantai.
are well and truly up.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Ada gila-gilanya, Jake.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
Sedih.
Vlahovic. Griezmann.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 99.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Taking place.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Adams.
Main. Tai.
David Villa absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Cafu is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the
What
contest.
the fuck is that, bro?
Just ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Costa Curta. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Cafu, played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
It'll be a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best.
Apa sih anjing lo? Nggak jelas ngentot.
Al Hilal certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Haaland. Perez. Ruben Neves. And it's Perez.
Ngapain terganti?
Calhanoglu.
Well, at the moment, we're seeing an attempt to manage the advantage.
Okay.
And that's it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
And a quick reminder today that parking in
Any
the area
reflections on
around
what
the
you've seen,
stadium
Jim?
is
Jam berapa ini, bro? Tengok lagi. Peaknya April 2022, coy. Kocak anjay. Apa ada lebih banyak ini so. Week pasti. 1 month, 1 year max. Steam release. Carnival update Cina dari bulan Februari kemarin. Apa? Peaknya September 2023. Satu paling rendah di Februari 2022. DM yang main 1000 doang. Ya lah. Begitu. Seribu doang yang main. Ini peak ini September. Emang game jelek. Game elek. Lama aja matchmaking itu. Yuh, gila aja. Aduh, sumpah. Gila ini lama banget, Cok. Busuk, gerasak, kudus. Tapi kemarin sih, yang tadi awal-awal sih gila banget. Ngapa, Cok? No way. Ah, kayak ini mau ku jangan deh. Dah. Biar nak kelihatan. Salah. Gara-gara pakai jersey buluk. Makanya elek. Okafor. Lihat. Bam. Tuh yang mau. Siapa tahu mau.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place
Hello,
in the
everybody,
minds
and
of
welcome
the
to
footballing
today's
folk in
match.
this part of the world.
Aku
Expectations
hidupin ya.
rising. Evidently, the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest.
Siapa tahu
It
gitu.
is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the
Tak
passion,
usah lah ini.
it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Vlahovic! And a header!
Central and defensive midfield is such a key area, Peter, for most teams. And I think in Emmanuel Petit you have one of the better players.
And Messi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Zielinski
Kelewatan cok bola ini cok.
for Palmer. Koundé. Palmer. Here's Zielinski. Mbappe! Brilliantly cut out. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Petit.
Seperti.
But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Petit wins the duel this time. And that's gone loose. Palmer.
Okay.
Now it's Mbappe. And Koundé. Petit. Palmer. Here's Zielinski. It's a sweet ball, that.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
David Villa. He's gone for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Up for a header! And that was very necessary. Corner number 2 then. Keeper's dealt with that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Griezmann cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on
Ay,
that, and quickly.
Sibal.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Wan-Bissaka. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Petit. Palmer. And here's Mbappe. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Vlahovic, now the finish!
The
Goal!
fuck was that, bro?
How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
That is a brilliant interception.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
30 minutes gone. Koundé. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Some resolute defending there. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well read, and the danger is averted. Beckenbauer. Koundé. No way through, so back it comes. Now there's a fun. He's got the shot away! Short changes him with that pass. Gabriel Jesus! And he's really put himself on the line here.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe! And he hits the net.
Match up.
Pulled
Match up
themselves
tayo.
right back into it.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before.
Mbappe! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Has been indicated.
Zielinski. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he's done well.
Bisa ditangkap ya bro ya. Lah cok, batangnya cuma 3 sih, kepak. Dia apa ini?
And this could be the final action of the first half. Costa Curta and the finish. He has done it. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Decent hit! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Vlahovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Gila,
now they can
1.
spring out of defence. Has a look and place it forward. Oh, well played.
Nggak bisa ganti pemain, Ji.
Gabriel Jesus. David Villa. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Zielinski. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Gerrard. Beckenbauer.
Oh,
This
Allah,
ended up in no man's
udah.
land. Griezmann, very much a man of this moment. He's in plenty of space here. Gerrard. Oh, what a ball! It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Great chance! Goal! What remarkable
Udah bener
path of
tadi tuh
recovery.
si
I
beliau.
could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So all square, and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with 2 very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Yeah, he's fouled him there.
What the hell was that?
But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Griezmann!
Griezmann.
That's a fine save.
Oh, the keeper for me just made that look an awful lot easier than it actually was.
Now it's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played,
Waduh.
well stopped.
Jauh nih.
Petit. And he's forced to go back. Koundé. Palmer. And it's Petit. Here's Zielinski. Petit. Gerrard.
Astagfirullahalazim.
And here's Jesus. Real chance here. Gerrard. Petit. Koundé. Passing nice and neat. Look at this. Okafor! Good first touch and
Doesn't make
almost
sense.
as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very
Very
little
makes
backlift
sense
to
anymore.
indicate what was coming.
Coming on to replace him is number 20, Del Piero.
Keluar. Skill pay to win game.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Petit. Koundé. That's been intercepted. Koundé. David Villa. Chance here to counter. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He's had a hit! He scores! And again they hit the front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager
Apa
would
sih
have seen
ya?
it. An impact
Anjing.
sub.
Apa coba lihat?
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects.
Shapes to shoot! And it's in! A 2-goal lead and they're
Masuk
firmly in
akal
control.
ngentot game ini anjing ya.
That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Si Pepe.
2 goals on the day and he may not yet be done. So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
David Villa! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Great defending. Header! Harmlessly behind. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Koundé, well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Petit defending his corner stubbornly. The chance for the header! Oh, surely that deserved better.
What
It was
the
such a clever
fuck?
idea to lift it into his path.
Koundé into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. And it's Son Heung-min.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
David Villa. Well, played right into his path. Now it's Haaland. There's the shot! And yes, it's there! Deep into injury time! So that's it. It is all over. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very
Jersey.
end. Momentum shifting this
Jersey
way and
jelek.
that.
Aduh, nggak bisa 5 kah? Tangan cok. Saya kira sampai banyak tangan. Ah, we'll see if this gonna be any good or not. Ini juga bakal jadi last match. Believe so myself. Dasarnya
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated,
lagi
hugely
metal
hyped.
listrik kali sekarang. Cok.
Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Platini. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. Vlahovic with a beautifully timed run. Now it's Luis Suarez. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this fella, Suarez, I've always been a huge fan of, Peter. A complete forward of the modern era. I call him a hybrid between...
Tries a shot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Udah harus ganti formasi.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He has found the way through. Griezmann defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Totti.
Nge-lag tuh ngapa sih, bro? Nggak jelas anjing.
He's in space and looking for options. Oh, that was vital. Gerrard.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Has a go! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus.
It's Luis Suarez! And a goal kick. And it's Totti. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Looking tidy in possession here. David Villa.
Kenapa David Villa yang ngejar? Kenapa harus dia yang...
Gerrard powering forward here. And he's running through. So much time. Great chance! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And it's Griezmann. And here's Suarez. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. It's a sharp pass. And that's been won straight back. Gerrard. Griezmann, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Anda full itu pelan Anda.
Camavinga. Pirlo. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Gerrard. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, look at the space here. Great challenge, time to perfection. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. Can he finish? It's run loose, who's going to get there? Can he put it away?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, good steal.
What
He
the
just read
fuck
it.
was that, bro?
Wan-Bissaka cuts it out.
Well, he got rid because he was
That
under pressure.
was scary.
He could be in here.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Totti.
Yeah, this kind of bold
Whoa.
running will
Whoa.
always get you into
Oh,
areas
hell.
of possibility.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. And the shot. It's there.
Nge-lag di situ.
What remarkable powers of
Nggak
recovery.
masuk ah.
Oh, what a fabulous game.
And the referee brings the first half to a close.
Stupid ass
It's been
game.
a pretty crazy game so far. The game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that.
Just a quick announcement. It is now
It
time
is
for our
quite a
special
game,
lottery.
breathless
Please
and
grab the tickets
laced
you were
with
given when you
excitement.
walked in through the gates.
What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. And the game has already resumed here. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. That is ended up in
Jauh
no man's
no,
land.
sampai dia Jim.
Pirlo,
Bukannya lebih dekat
played
ada.
out towards the right wing. Gerrard. Griezmann.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Griezmann. Griezmann going face-to-face with his great rival. Kawasaki Frontale upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
He's played him through. Vlahovic. There's the hit. They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here?
Suruh double touch malah scotch move
Camavinga
ini.
did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Kawasaki Frontale looking to pass their way through. Totti. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Looking for the runner. That's an excellent interception. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Can he finish? Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 9, Vlahovic. Number 15, Franz
Costa
Beckenbauer.
Corta kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Number 17.
So what can they make of this?
Number 99.
Chouameni,
Erling
and he
Haaland.
cuts out the supply,
Number 13. Chouameni. Substitution.
and it's Messi. Pirlo. Martinez.
Sino sama lagi?
Mbappe! That's a half-decent try. Kawasaki Frontale with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Up he goes! They've done it!
Si,
And the game is well and truly
Si
turned on its
anjing.
head.
Allah.
Great header,
Pak bisa
made
main
it
di
look
dunia.
easy.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Decent hit! He's got a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that in.
Ya Allah. Ya Allah.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Now it's Martinez. Chance! Oh, should have put that away.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Now it's Haaland.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Header!
Pasti dia kesal tuh. Pasti dia
No, not the
kesal
best
tuh.
of headers.
Okay, it's
Apa
come to
kok?
nothing, but it's
Heading,
a
Jing.
further threat on the break.
Si shooting. Dan aku juga berani ke situ. Bagi. Ya wis kesel sih kalau
Kawasaki frontale,
lawannya
finding their passes.
beranda. Beituin.
Nice interception, well timed.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Not the most accurate pass.
Bro,
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this
Dia
stage.
tu kan
They
super
need to
sub.
get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Terus dia
You wonder if
stats
that's
passing
it
dia kan
now, but
tinggi.
there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a
Terus lagi
late
A
steal
juga.
here.
Anjing berapa?
Pass is just off target.
Oh, itu
Well,
up.
it didn't
Itu
look good
up.
for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He's got away, and here's Haaland. Mbappe, Del Piero.
Jijis
That's
dah.
that, the end.
Jijis dah bang.
What
Capek
a
anjing
game,
aku.
a contest of
Astagfirullah.
ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Chance in football.
One more. One more. It's gonna be one more game because I believe in myself. This time I believe in myself. So after this I'm going to play Valorant and I'll make it live. I think I'm going live streams Valorant after this. But I don't know. Aduh, tuh berapa bintang lagi? Berapa bintang maksudnya? Dia dong kan. Baik aku nonton nih biar bisa belajar. Lamaran sama Alfa. Nggak ketemu dia kan? Pasti bang ini baru nonton.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place
Hello,
in the
everybody,
minds
and
of
welcome
the
to today's
footballing folk
match.
in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to.
Karena
This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
dia bisa tiba-tiba belok aja.
And that is a little undercooked. David Villa. And here's Vlahovic. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Satu dua something.
And it's Griezmann. And he thumps it clear. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, super fast. David Villa! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0.
Mohamed Salah really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Tries a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
David Villa. David Villa! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. It's Griezmann! Decent enough try.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Kimmich. Rummenigge. Messi. Messi going face to face with his great rival. That's good running with the ball. And he welcomes it in. He's been picked out. Face to face with the keeper. Vlahovic! And it's Messi. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Messi. Bellingham. To Messi. Oh, this looks sharp. Beckenbauer. Rummenigge. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And the counter is on. Now it's Griezmann. Oh, played right into his path. It's a pretty loose pass. De Ligt. And that's gone loose. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Chance here to counter. Driving forward. Kimmich. Nicely aimed pass. Always onto this. Rummenigge. Oh, what a climb! It's in! They are right back in business.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
What a great header. Got plenty on that.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
That has certainly
Itu
made things
goblok banget
interesting.
ya dari Victor
Look,
Bayi.
Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Van Dijk gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
What?
Beckenbauer has given away a free kick. the most accurate pass. David Villa.
Makanya final warning.
There's alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Mohamed Salah. Gerrard does really well to win the ball there. And it's Messi. Adams. Beckenbauer. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Beckenbauer. And it's Gerrard. Vlahovic. David Villa. Oh, this is a terrific run. Has a look and plays it forward. Bellingham. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. It's Kimmich.
There will be one
Bellingham.
added time.
Mohamed Salah. David Villa. So what can they make of this? Oh, just skips. Big chance. Must be. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
Substitution.
And that's the second half started. Hernandez. Beckenbauer. Gerrard. In with the challenge. Kimmich. That's a lovely, neat pass. Rummenigge. And it's Neymar. Kimmich. And here's Vlahovic. Griezmann. Griezmann! Cleared without complication. Well, that's beautifully weighted. There's the shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Beckenbauer gathers from the goal kick. Adams. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he was alert to it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of...
It's Griezmann!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Gerrard wins the duel this time.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Just about up to the hour now. Hernandez gets over and intercepts. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Messi. Looking for the run. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Kimmich. Hernandez. Rummenigge. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that's a good ball. Great hit! Loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's come back out to him. Now, who's going to be first to this? David Villa. And it's Griezmann. Shot could be on. Chance! It's in!
Let's go.
Into the lead once more.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, I just think that
Just the keeper to beat! Can he put it away? They've scored! Two to the good! They have breathing space!
that looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Alhamdulillah. Let's go. Eh, mata kau. Lah, nice lah. Hahaha, dadah YouTube. Fuck TikTok, bro. Fuck TikTok.